You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
I need a shower squid.
What?
I need a squid for my shower.
Like a tentacled squid?
Yeah.
What shenanigans and deep sea fishing preparation sites have you been looking at?
All right, so picture your shower right now. Can you picture your shower?
So totally.
Okay, so you probably have a few products, maybe some. Well, I don't know. You probably don't have shampoo and conditioner, huh?
Well, I have the shampoo bottle's still there because I haven't removed it, but yes.
All right. Well, I have quite a few.
Soap.
I have shampue. I have conditioner.
Oh yeah, we can.
I have facial cleanser.
Yeah, you've got who's it and what's it's for your widgets and who's yeah.
Yeah, I even have my toothbrush and toothpaste because I brush my teeth.
Really? In
the shower, yeah. So there's a product called a shower squid, and it's got these little where all the little tentacles are hanging down. They're just made out of rubber, but all of your little products kind of hang.
Oh.
In it kind of holds your products. So. Like, for example, my toothbrush.
Don't you have a shelf for that?
I want it to be hanging because, you want it to dry out. And then your shampoo bottle, when it gets a little empty, you want to turn it upside down so you can get all the product out of it. Yeah, there's a product called a shower squid.
Interesting.
It's $36 though.
But you know what it's going to do? It's going to completely organize everything.
I know.
And collect all that soap scum.
No soap scum. Think about all the soap scum that is on those little shelves.
Yeah.
This is not a shelf. They're hanging free.
Oh, so you think because it's not a shelf that it will be allergic to the soap scum that builds up in the shower no matter what, no matter how tall, high up. And go ahead. I agree. You need a shower squid.
You need a shower squid. You are a shower squid.
I'm not a shower squid. Oh.
Do you shave in the shower?
Boy, no, heck no. No.
Where do you, really?
My shower doesn't have like a little concierge like yours does.
You need a shower squid. And then, because I imagine that if you shave at the sink.
I do.
That you get all those little hairs all over the counter. In the shower, it rinses and washes away so nicely.
You think.
I do think.
They're built into the soap scum.
No, it washes down the drain. It's like self-cleaning.
Yeah, no, not self-cleaning. All right. We'll talk about shower squids and whatnot.
We just did.
Okay.
You want to talk more about shower squids?
I want to say,
you want to continue this conversation?
What a fantastic event we had last night.
We did.
130 people, 120, 130, somewhere in there. A lot of people showed up. The best in business. Oh, my gosh. And kudos to Tilted Kilt.
They served us very well. Great location, great customer service. The Tilted Kilt in the Denver Tech Center hosted us. And we do host our visibility event. You want more visibility for your business. You want to build relationships with people in the community. We host our event on the third Wednesday of every month. We do it in conjunction with our friends over at Extreme Relationship Management.
Right.
And you can sign up for our next event. Find any of our events on our website or on our calendar that we keep over at meetup.com/experiencepros. And while you're there, click on the calendar tab, because the calendar tab is where all of our member events are listed. And there's so much fun stuff going on.
Really?
So many people are excited, motivated for business. We're surrounded by, it's a very special vibe that happens in this event, because everybody is excited about business. You know how you go to, you might go to an event and you get the downers. They're just like down in the dumps. Like, how's business? It's all right. It could be better.
Don't know about this.
Well, I hear. Actually, you do. We occasionally go to other events.
Oh, other events.
Yeah. Yes. And we don't realize, I think, sometimes how excited and how special this one is until we go to others and realize in this environment, we're all helping each other grow. So if you're struggling, we don't bring our bad news to the group. We come to grow. We come to help. We come to expand, and we come to be successful.
It's not just a tagline, the most positive business talk show in America. It is the culture that we cultivate and truly and live. And Lori Ruff, the LinkedIn diva, came in and she said something about last night. She says, you know what? I just loved this event because everybody knew somebody, and that's our culture. That's what we do. We stick out our hand and say, how can I help you? And we keep our business cards in our pockets unless something special happens. You want to develop a relationship. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
It is. Fun event. Make sure you put the third Wednesday on your calendar to join us. And you can find the locations at our meetup site, meetup.com/experiencepros. We are actually going to be in Greeley for our first monthly event. Well, we'll start hosting monthly events in Greeley on the 4th Tuesday.
That's next Tuesday.
It is next Tuesday, so you can find, again, that event at meetup.com/experiencepros. This hour of the Experience Pros Radio Show is brought to you by The Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Transforming your numbers into peace of mind. I say they are bookkeepers to the stars.
You can contact them at By the Numbers B&A. That stands for Bookkeeping and Accounting. By the Numbers B&A.com. 720-837-0860. Let's give that number again. 720-837-0860. By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Do you need more exposure? Who doesn't? Open House with Styles mini trade show is Thursday, April 24th at the brand new Iron Tribe Fitness Center in Littleton. Sign up today at openhousewithstyle.com, where the magic happens.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Hi, this is Coach Brew, John Brubaker, author of The Coach Approach. The Experience Pros radio show offers so much value that I feel an obligation to share it with all my business associates. Stay in touch by downloading their mobile app for iPhone and Android.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Beautiful lady. Who's that lady?
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. So happy to have you with us today. We're going to find out who that lady is in just a moment. But before we do, I have this great idea. Oh my God, it's the best idea I have ever had. But Angel doesn't like it, and I think we should talk about this.
Okay, is this the best idea you're having today? Because you had the best idea yesterday too.
All my ideas are the best. You know what? Forget it. Let's just go to our next guest.
All right, we should. We're going to go to 17-time broadcast award winner Pamela Atherton. It is Pamela Atherton Day. Pam, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hey, you kids, how are you?
Pam, I'm doing all right, but I'm a little cranky. I'll be honest with you.
Well, you know why I think you're cranky is because you've been working out so hard.
It's true.
And you've been watching what you've been eating.
14
and
pounds.
People have been telling you where to go.
Always.
Well, on vacation anyway.
Right.
And remember, if you do the 5 steps that we talk about, you might find yourself someone special.
But Pamela, why can't we change the name of the show to the Kumquat Pros?
Okay, well, you could, but it might not be the smartest idea after all. Because sometimes, here's the problem, Eric. Sometimes we get so enamored with an idea that we come up with that we don't see that at best case it's a bad idea, and at worst case it's an expensive bad idea. And we end up throwing good money after bad and not reaching our goal. So you have to be flexible enough to say, I know I have my heart set on this, but maybe it's not going to achieve the goal I was hoping for, and I need to change direction. Now, if you were hoping to be the king of the kumquats, this would be a good choice.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But if you're trying to talk to people about how to give great customer service and great customer experience, maybe Kumquat Pro is not the right thing.
Why don't you talk to Angel?
And you're right. And sometimes we have to ask the question, the tough question: what are we really solving for? And is that because we get married to an idea, Pam? We have this idea, we let it run around in our head, and we are totally bought into it, sold 100%. We go to present that to somebody else, and there's all these holes in our theory, and we haven't thought it through. And sometimes I think, well, they're just party poopers, or they're just not on board. They're not vision thinking. I never think, well, it might be the flaw is actually in my idea. Does that make sense?
That's exactly right. And what happens is we put blinders on because we have so convinced ourselves that this is the right idea that it's kind of like cognitive dissonance. We don't accept anything that doesn't match our concept of that idea. And I'll give you an example in my case of where it could have been a very expensive, dumb decision. I was just starting to do a closer look on the internet. We'd done it on terrestrial radio for years. And of course, we knew we had to have a website. So a friend of mine who was both a photographer and a guy who does websites took all these fabulous photos of me up in Washington. We had boas, we had hats, we had glittery sunglasses.
Stop
Darling,
it,
we
you're
had it
turning me
all.
on.
I know, right? I loved the photos. So he put together this magnificent website, and there's this picture of me at the top with this silver thing and this red boa and these sunglasses looking fabulous. And I loved the website. So what do? We send out, it's called Humble Brag, right? We send out an email to our friends and say, I've just finished my new website. Would you mind giving it a look and tell me what you think? Because we don't really care what they think. We're wanting to get those emails back to say, darling, it's fabulous, right?
Right.
It's our way of humble bragging. So I send out 20 of them to some of my very dear friends, and 19 of them come back saying, darling, it's fabulous, and I'm just glowing, except for the 20th one. And the 20th one went to my friend Ken Levine, who many of you know was the head writer of MASH, won an Emmy for Cheers.
Send out a hit on Ken Levine.
You said what?
I said send out a hit. What's going on here?
Right? So he writes back to me and he says, I hate it. I hate everything about it. And my heart just sank. And I thought, what? My beautiful website? And he said, look, you're a serious journalist. You're off interviewing, Ted Kennedy and the CEOs of business and Madeleine Albright. And this picture of you on the website looks like I'm getting interviewed by RuPaul.
Oh.
And I was like, he was right, though. I mean, he was. I mean, how could I be taken seriously as a journalist if I'm looking like Dame Edna, with the big flashy hair and all those kind of things? So, I mean, it hurt because I loved my website, but I had to write back to my photographer, web guy, and say, Ken Levine thinks we should change it.
And so did you write back to the 19 and say,
people say they love it,
you're
but
fired.
one person doesn't.
You know what I said? I said, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love this, but it's been brought to my attention that it may not be giving the correct image of me as a journalist. And they were like, oh, you're right. So here's why, and this is one of those steps that you need to do. When you get that feedback, like you did from Angel, that says, I don't think this is a good idea,
right,
and you think it is, then you need to go present Angel's idea to someone else. Because then you're going to see if your friend is responding the way you want them to, or if they're responding realistically.
Oh, okay, but Pam, hold on here, Missy, because I agree with that. But I'm going to present Angel's idea, and if it's in face-to-face, I will already be shaking my head, giving all the nonverbal symbols to say, this is Angel's idea, and you don't like it, do you? Right?
Well, you don't present it as Angel's idea. You present it as yours. So, for example, you come across, and that's hard. That's hard, but you have to remember that your ego is involved here. You have to take the emotion out of it. So you will say to this trusted advisor, does this photo take away from the idea that I'm a serious journalist? Okay, you don't say Angel says that. You say does it, and then more likely you'll get the honest answer because people give us the feedback they think we want in most cases. Now, so that's why you've got to present it as your own idea and see what really happens. You've got to remember to keep that eye on the prize because it is not about you. It's about the success of the project, and you can't let your ego or your emotions take over.
And that's true. I think the people closest to us, one, I don't know that they're not that invested in the process anyways.
Right.
And
they
so
want to make you happy and stay being your friend.
Exactly.
Right, like the 19.
Yeah. And, but Eric always gives me a hard time because, and maybe this is different because when we get like feedback from somebody, like we'll get 19 people loved it, and one person
and the one sends her to a tailspin.
To poo-poo it, and it does send me into a tailspin. But that's different because that's just somebody having a really bad day, and I know it's really more about them than it is about me. But I get it. It does send me emotionally into a tailspin. But I do appreciate those people that you can surround yourself with that will give you.
If you got a booger,
honest.
Somebody needs to tell you got a booger.
You need people who will speak truth to you. And you're right, that is a little bit of a different situation. What we're saying here is that if it's a trusted advisor, it has to be a trusted advisor because go look at Amazon. There's not a single review there that has 100% 5 stars, and if there is, they're all fake.
Right,
because there are people who just like to be contrary. And if you have 20 people who love something and one doesn't, and they're not trusted advisors, they're just people out there, you have to blow off that one.
Pam,
you have to look at it.
You are our trusted advisor. You have 2 people and probably 60,000 listeners who love you. And we trust your advice. This has been a great segment. Thank you so much for illustrating beautifully the need to get married, but not necessarily to your ideas. We appreciate you. Give some contact information, if you will.
Well, you can get a hold of me at pam@pamatherton.com, and we're happy to help you with anything from media training, which is one of my specialties, to marketing. We're doing workshops on that, and hopefully we'll be up in your area sometime soon to do some workshops as well.
We're going to bring Pam into town to do some media training and marketing workshops, and she is fantastic. You will walk away with, every time I'm in front of you, I just learn so much so quickly. You are so effective. Love your training.
We're bringing her into town?
We are.
That is the best idea I have heard all day long.
I'll get married to that idea.
There you go. Pam, we love you. Thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you. See you next time.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, business tips and insights coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
It's time for you to take control of your money. If it's in a 401k, someone else is in charge. Getting a loan from yourself is not what you've always been taught, and it's not complicated. Pick up the phone and call Walt Wilson at Private Pension Design and ask him about the infinite banking concept at 303-550-2847. That's 303-550-2847. You can start learning more at privatepensiondesign.com. There are 10 videos and other tools to help you get out of debt without changing your cash flow or paying extra taxes. You've worked hard for the money you've saved. Learn how to keep more control of it at privatepensiondesign.com.
The Highlands Ranch Chamber is hosting Winnapalooza on Thursday, May 8th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the South Ridge Rec Center in Highlands Ranch. Come and network with some of the most vibrant business leaders in our community. Admission is $5 at the door, and prizes will be given away throughout the event. The grand prize is one lucky guest will win a trip to New York City, compliments of Highlands Ranch Travel. Contact the Chamber for questions about Winnapalooza by calling 303-791-3500. 303-791-3500.
Ken Clark, Jason Worley, Grassroots Radio Colorado, this afternoon at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Eric and Angel. We do appreciate you for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. It is time for business tips and insights.
We've got Tony Rayburn from Extreme Relationship Management. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com. Hi, Tony.
Good morning, team. How are you?
Tony, we're doing fantastic, man. Great to hear from you. What's going on, man?
Oh, I'll tell you what. We had such a great time last night, didn't we? That was such a fantastic event.
You know what? It so much was. Love that we partner with you and your ERM members. I talk to so many people. They are just blown away by the value that everybody brings to the event. So, yeah, we were in awe. It lasted for 4 hours. We were still there at 9:30 last night, Tony.
Yeah, I know. It was a long, but it was fun. Got so many great connections. Today, let's talk about on the business tip, when you're networking, you want to make sure that you don't highlight the bad parts of your business.
What?
Some things don't.
And of course we wouldn't highlight the bad parts of our business,
What
Tony.
bad parts?
Or there are no
Some
bad
people-
parts.
Some people do when we're networking, but some things don't belong in certain conversations. Disclosing negative things that's related to your business is one of those things that doesn't belong. Now, you should always be honest in representing your business, your product, or your service, but there's no reason to describe how bad the trash stinks outside the back door.
Yes.
You want to make sure, right? You want to make sure that even if you're having some temporary financial troubles, maybe there's a shakeup in management, maybe you just lost your biggest account. If you walk in with kind of the droopy look and you're woe is me and you're just wanting to talk to somebody and vent about your troubles, you're going to hurt your business and your networking efforts. Take those conversations to a different venue. Talk to some people about that stuff at another time and place, because people don't want to do business with people or even develop a close relationship if you don't appear stable. So there's plenty of good things about your products and services to fill hours and hours of conversations. Concentrate on those. Don't insert the bad bad item.
Dude, your Dallas came out.
It did, didn't it? All of a sudden, there it was. Anyway, don't insert those bad items because no one's going to want to listen to it. So the question you should always ask yourself is, would you want to do business with somebody who's saying what you are saying?
Oh.
Make sure that answer is always yes.
Oh, that's a good tip.
That is a very great tip, Tony. And I am often surprised at how much information people bring and dump on others. And even if we're not your client, we are your referral base, and we have the ability to refer you out and give you new business. But we're not going to if you plant that seed in kind of the dark and ugly side. And we all get it. We all have, our private stuff. We're all carrying some kind of challenges with us, but this is not the place. This is not the venue to share that information. You are there shining, a shining example of your brand, period. And if you can't be that shining example of your brand, stay home.
Exactly right. Stay home.
Good stuff. Tony, give some contact information, will you, please?
Absolutely. People can find out more about us at extremerelationshipmanagement.com. or they can call us nationwide toll-free at 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
In fact, I should recount that. If you can't be a shining example of your brand, be the shining example of your brand and show up.
There you go. Yeah, I like that better. Tony, I love it. 855-I-LIKE-ERM. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate you.
You bet. Have a great day, team.
You betcha. Let's go to Chris Kaiser with C-Square Computer Consulting, who is always taking great care of your computer networks. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing today?
Well, we're just doing fantastic. There's some interesting stuff going on in the IT world these days.
There's all kinds of stuff. I got to kind of talk about something kind of oogie. You'd kind of expect, to talk a little bit about Heartbleed, one of the latest vulnerabilities kind of found or discovered in the last few weeks. Assuming you're all up on top of that.
Yes, absolutely, of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All up in that biz.
Right.
So just to kind of very highlight, if you have not heard about it, so OpenSSL, SSL being secure socket layer, it's a way we kind of securely pass data over the internet. Probably 2/3 or more, half to 2/3 of the sites out there use OpenSSL to secure communications. It could be banking sites, financial institutions, any place you might log in or have information you transact secure data. So we've assumed all this time that OpenSSL is secured and protecting us, encrypting our data. Well, unfortunately, vulnerability was found where that's not the case, or that exploits are available out there where people could siphon take information or take over sessions that may be secure but really aren't.
It's an evil world. What do we do?
It's a bad, yeah. Let's just be careful when we're playing in the sandbox. Really is the thing. Basically, let's keep it simple, though. I don't mean to freak people out. I think the best thing really at this point is to, change passwords. Some of the common things that we talk about all the time, make sure your data is backed up, make sure you change your passwords, make sure you document and have access to information about your information. The biggest thing right now really is to look at, changing your online passwords, any institutions. There's also a site you can go to, lastpass.com/heartbleed, and it basically is a site where you can check to see what the site does. Is if you put in a URL for a website, it will go out and scan that website and determine what version of OpenSSL it's using. Has it been patched to the latest version, or could it still be vulnerable? So that can help you know, I probably shouldn't transact with this website if they haven't updated their OpenSSL and patched it to mediate this vulnerability.
So that doesn't give away our passwords or that we're connecting with it. It just tells us if certain websites have repaired their end of it.
Correct. It just is. It's a checker to see if a site could be vulnerable. It doesn't say that. Are they using the latest version? Are they using a patched version of OpenSSL? It doesn't do anything more than that. So you're not putting in your information. You're just going there and saying, "Hey, I bank here. Here's the bank website I go to. Can you check and see if
you check and see?" And they can't. There's not like some little robot in the back connecting us to them or anything, right?
Right. It's just basically just saying, can you check this for us? The other thing, too, is to call. Old-fashioned phone. Call your bank if you do a lot of transactions. Check and see. Call
yeah, but those people won't know, will they, Chris?
Well,
I mean, those people.
Those people.
I mean,
The ones that are happy to take your money when you give it to them, but they're those people.
They're the front line. They don't really know for sure.
The little people. Well, there goes our bank sponsorship.
Yeah. I always wonder who they was.
Well, we know now. They're the ones behind the counter at the bank.
The IT people.
Chris,
I think
maybe,
a lot of...
Go ahead.
I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to say, I think my point was a lot of times is we forget the phone as a tool to find out information. When you get an email from somebody and you're not sure, you kind of wonder, we'll call them, "Hey, did you send this? Did you mean this?"
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Just picking up the phone and calling and asking somebody those questions.
You mean these little devices we all carry around in our hands that we all look like little robots actually work as phones too?
Occasionally,
yeah.
Between picture taking and between selfies, you can actually talk on them.
You can actually talk on them.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have a friend. It's not those people, it's our people, and our people is Chris Kaiser with C-Square Computer Consulting. Chris, give some contact information because obviously this is complex and you are up to your eyeballs in it. You know this stuff.
Our phone number is 303-933-1113. Our website is c2cc.net, and you can check out facebook.com/c2it.
Fantastic.
And that website where people can check out the SSL of their providers, and what is that one again?
lastpass.com/heartbleed, and I'm going to put that up on our website, on our Facebook page. So
fantastic. Put it on ours as well, if you will, please, so that the listeners will know where to go and check all that out. C2IT on Facebook. Love that. Chris, you're fantastic. I appreciate you. Folks, don't go away. When we come back, we will have already made the phone call to the bank, apologizing for or to those people.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C² Computer Consulting. C² is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C² at 303-933-1113.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Hi, everybody. It's me, America's Mr. Right, Jason Lewis. Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560, The Source.
Government affects so many aspects of our lives, and it's become so complicated that it's hard to keep track of everything that's happening. Most daily talk radio is either so divisive that women don't want to listen, or you don't have time to listen to 2 or 3 hours of it every day. We want to offer you a concise, easy-to-understand synopsis of the issues put into the context of what women like you care about and how you and your family are personally affected. We're calling our show Heart of the Matter because that's what we plan to do. Get to the core principles of each issue so you can choose for yourself what you believe. So please join me, Jill Vecchio, and my co-hosts, Kim Munson and Molly Vogt, for 2 fun hours of lively discussion every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Let's get to the heart of the matter on KLZ 560 The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very, very nice to have you along with us. If you've got employees, you probably have the occasion to interact with them, and when you do,
now wait a minute.
Well, you never know.
Wait a minute.
Some CEOs are removed, and they don't have the occasion. So I'm just
and so sometimes they're new, and so maybe you don't recognize them.
Are we going to do that here?
You didn't know.
All right, so
and they look familiar.
Here's a funny story. Everybody pull up your hot cocoa and gather around the radio because we're going to tell you a fun story.
Sometimes you have the chance to interact with the people that work with you.
We just hired our number 9, who's number 1 in our book. Well, it depends on who you ask. And
I'm gonna number him, or just I'm going to start calling him number 9.
Number 9.
Now. Yeah.
Number 9.
Ooh, you sound like covert.
Right.
Like I'll have numbers.
Yes. And
for your number 2.
And his name is Jeff Hart.
It's actually appropriate.
Stop that. Can't believe you just said that. All right, so it is kind of cool, though, huh? That stinks. So Jeff comes onto the scene. He's been with us for a little more than a week now.
No. Oh, yeah. 2 days.
No, in your world, 2 moments. But in my world, Jeff has been with us for almost 2 weeks now. And
now it's 2 weeks?
Just over a week is what I said.
And then you said 2 weeks.
Right.
2 days. Recently, Jeff came on board.
Jeff
number 9.
Jeff has been to, number 9 has been to 2 staff meetings. All right.
That I don't
which happened on
attend.
2 different weeks.
That I don't attend.
In Angel's in defense, she does not attend those. So on the first day when Jeff came to the office for the number 9 came to the office for training. After the training, I went in and introduced Jeff to Angel. Jeff, Angel, Jeff. Which, by the way, we have a very close friend in common because Jeff's wife is a very close friend of both Angel and I.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
no,
right.
I know who he is.
Of course. Prove it. So then the second week that Jeff came into the office, Angel came in. We spent some time talking to Jeff.
No, I didn't spend some time talking to Jeff.
Yeah, no, you did.
Hardly.
Well,
very, very. Not time. It's relative.
Time is relative. That's right. And so yesterday at our big shindig, our big hoopla, our big visibility event, Angel walks up to this guy
number 9
in the room, sticks out her hand and says, "Hi, I'm Angel." And one of our clients goes, "Yeah, this guy works for you." Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Not my finer moment.
It's happened to all of us.
It is not my finer moment. I had met him. I knew he looked familiar.
So if you have employees
talk to them
with whom you ever
recognize
have an
them.
engagement or a conversation after you introduce yourself again, here are some things that will really help you and help them feel better about their engagement with you. And that, I've used the word twice now, help, right? Go to somebody that works for you and say, you know what? I need help. I need your help. That engages people. It makes them feel a part of the team.
Well, they do, and I think it lets them know that you're not above reproach, too, that this is a team. We're all here working together. I don't have all of the answers, which is why I am surrounded by a team.
Exactly.
But too often, we kind of let our ego get in the way, and we would never say that we don't know the answer or that we need help. We would never admit that we need help. That somebody we've hired might have the answer better than we do, but in most cases, they absolutely do.
They absolutely do.
Because they're that one-on-one connection to the community, and a lot of times more connected to the customer than you are.
Yeah, you're not going to lose. They won't lose respect for you as a leader. In fact, they feel that you have appreciated them as a valued partner. Here's the next thing. What do you need from me? Ask your employees, what do you need from me? Begin that two-way conversation, not a one-way monologue, right? What do you need from me? How can I help you do what you do better?
And again, you letting them know that you're willing to help, willing to put the tools in front of them, and you're open to ideas of making the whole team work better.
Absolutely. I noticed what you did.
Oh gosh, don't we love that?
Recognition is so important.
You know, I noticed that you did this because most of the time we can't always go around and toot our own horn. Did you see I saved that client? Did you see I got them early? Did you see we don't do that. It's just part of the job. But when our boss recognizes and sees that we're working hard and
yeah, it absolutely. And then what if you do it in public?
Absolutely. It has far more meaning in front of people. We want it privately too. You know, we'll take those kudos privately, but you recognize us in front of our peers.
Big
long
thing.
way in motivation and in employee retention.
How about just saying thank you? Just say thank you for the things that you do. Maybe thanks for staying late last night. Thanks for being so patient with Mrs. Jones or whatever. Thank you.
Oh, thanks to our staff for staying so late last night. Our event that was 6 to 8.
Right.
Many of us didn't get out of there until 9:30 or 10. So thank you for staying late last night.
Absolutely.
I recognize what you did.
Ask your employees, your staff, what would you like to do? Right? So, in this situation, you're working on a project.
You're going to say, I'd like to have pizza. I'd like to have burritos. Could you feed me?
Burritos sound good.
See? Yeah, if I asked you that, you just want me to feed you.
I think we're talking more about like working on a project here, and I could take the reins here, but what's your input? What would you like to do? I think that if I were an employee, as apparently I am, number 2, then
if we were assigning numbers.
If we were.
Because otherwise it'd be like 1A and 1B.
Or 1E and 1A.
Or XYZ.
Yeah, all right. There's lots of things that you can do. The final thing is believe in somebody by saying, I know you can do it. They may be going through a rough time. They may be having finding roadblocks. Be there behind them. Don't do it for them. Be there behind them. I believe in you.
And here's the thing, is that you do believe in them, and they can do it, and sometimes they just need that little boost of encouragement to know that they're putting themselves out there, they're stretching themselves. They might have that little lizard brain or that mean girl in their head kind of fighting against them, and so your outward verbal praise saying, I know you can do this, goes so far.
Absolutely. All right, folks, when we come back, we're going to get creative with Lisa Manyon coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Hi, this is Angel. And ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame the Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame the Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame the Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame the Art. It matters.
Life Warrior Coaching is the future of fitness training. It's a health program built around happiness and play. Rather than try to lose weight, let the weight come off naturally through doing things you enjoy. Learn the science of happiness and how to apply it. Learn to play again like when you were a kid, before you were taught that life was serious and exercise was no fun. Try it out now for $29.99. Call today, 303-562-8798, or visit lifewarriorcoaching.com. And remember, be happy and play.
The Laura Ingraham Show, weekday mornings at 8 on the Colorado Conservative, KLZ 560.
You say buying lottery tickets is wasting money, but why not spend a few dollars and take a chance? Someone has to win.
Dave Ramsey.
You just used the phrase that people who don't have any money use. Someone has to win. That was the phrase. 1 out of 175 million. Someone has to get struck by lightning, but it doesn't mean they're going to. As a matter of fact, you get struck by lightning 6 times and survive more often than you will win those odds in the lottery. It's false hope is what it is. The Dave Ramsey Show, noon to 3 p.m. on legendary KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. You know, we have used a phrase for such a long time that I think sometimes it becomes commonplace here, but we've got a great guest who's going to help us refresh the phrase. We call it disrupting your complacency.
Absolutely. And we talk about disrupting complacency, getting people's attention. And Lisa Manyon, who is the business marketing architect, you can find her online at writeoncreative.com. WRIT as if you're writing, writeoncreative.com. She had a blog not too long ago talking about how to create disruptive marketing messages that matter. And I just think it's the perfect topic for our show. So excited to have you on the show with us today, Lisa.
Oh, thanks so much, Angel and Eric. It's so good to be here, and I love that we are so in alignment with what we teach our audience, because it's really important to not only stand out, but to make sure those marketing messages really matter.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's define a couple of terms at the top of the segment here, Lisa. You make a distinction between marketing and advertising, and I would love to know what that difference is.
Absolutely. So advertising is the paid placement of your marketing message. You have the illusion of control there because you get to control the message within that purchase space. So it could be radio spots, which we all love, and I'm a certified radio marketing master, sold air for years. And so you get to create what is shared within that message, whereas marketing really is all about relationships, and it's everything you do to promote your business, but it's not necessarily paid. It's that relationship piece where you're really mattering and making connections.
Well, and this is where it is so important with the advertising. Like you said, you get to say what the message is.
Right.
And with the marketing, with the relationships, there's a little bit of creativity that can be taken, creative license. And so it really is important that the message that we're sending is the message that is being shared. Am I right?
You're absolutely right, and it's really important to mix advertising and marketing, but most people get really confused about what each of those means. So if you're not paying for any advertising whatsoever, all you're doing is marketing. Now, you can get some good results that way, but you can get even better results when you throw advertising into the mix strategically.
I could not agree more. So what is this disruptive marketing? How do we get disruptive?
So being disruptive is really all about mattering. It's about taking a stand and making a difference. So oftentimes you'll see businesses that are trying to be really politically correct, and their messaging is a little bit vanilla because they're not willing to take a stand.
Okay, so if we're talking about mattering, then in this new paradigm that you're talking about, you don't need to have 100 ads. You need to have you can have a few ads or a few marketing messages that really matter, and that will stop traffic.
That's exactly true, and I'll use myself as an example. Although I can do a lot of different things, I mentioned that I'm a radio marketing master and all these different things. What my main message is, it's all about the new marketing model for success and creating marketing messages with integrity. So it's about creating those marketing messages that matter and also make money, but it's coming from that place of service first, and it's also directly challenging some of the outdated, manipulative, and antiquated marketing and advertising techniques that are out there. So that took some courage to jump out there and, challenge the status quo.
Well, and, when we can disrupt and kind of grab their attention, a lot of times when we think about being, contrarian and being, the opposite and taking a stand, I think we often think that it has to be negative. For example, our show being a positive business talk show, that's contrarian.
Sure.
Having that positive message that we're sending out and creating this it is a unique message, but it doesn't always have to be negative and ugly. And I think a lot of times where we kind of get in our head for marketing, I'm going to put my brand in a negative light if we take a stand on something, but it can really be very positive. Or does it always have to be negative, do you think, Lisa?
I think it should not be negative, and that's why I love Experience Pros, because you are putting a positive spin on everything, and that's really the way it should be. I think that a lot of the techniques that are being taught and that encourage people to be associated with some negativity or some manipulative tactics are old school. They need to go away. In fact, I don't think they're helping humanity in any way. So I think you're right on with what you're saying. It's very, very important to promote things that are going to support social change in a good way, right? To bring humanity up to a much more collaborative and cooperative level in business and in personal life all the way around.
This is why Lisa Manyon is a valued member of the regular contributing force here on the Experience Pros radio show. Let me see if I can summarize here, Lisa. We need to decide that we want to make a difference in order to rock the boat in a positive way, right?
Yes.
All right. And then once we've done that, the way that we can do that is to kind of infuse our values into our marketing.
Absolutely. That is a vital piece that too many people miss.
Okay.
Values equal value.
Oh, there's a soundbite. I'm totally copying this and using this for educational purposes for the rest of my life. Face your fear and go against the grain. Challenge the norm.
Yes, those are the key pieces to really being successful. If I would have allowed fear to hold me back, I wouldn't be sharing the information that I share to change marketing and advertising forever, and we probably wouldn't have connected because I would have been just saying the same old boring thing instead of really speaking out about what I stand for.
You know what? We love having you on with us, Lisa. And when I saw this blog and talking about building those relationships through marketing, that just hit the nail on the head for us. I mean, that's right at our kind of our soft spot and what we want to share with our audience. So I want our listeners to be able to get your blog too. How do they sign up for that?
They can go directly to my website at writetoncreative.com, and they can go to the blog section easily, or just type in writetoncreative.com/blog and get directly to the blog section. There's this article as well as many other articles, and if they're interested, they can also get a free copywriting action plan to help them create marketing messages that matter.
Well, because the fact of the matter is, if you don't have a great copywriter, then you're just going to be vanilla, and Lisa makes sure that that you are not. Lisa, can I just ask for permission now to copy this, both the blog and the audio, to our fan base?
Please, yes, absolutely. I would love that.
Fantastic. Lisa Manyon, thank you so much. WriteOnCreative.com. That's WRITE on creative.com. Always a hit. So what a great show.
Yeah, absolutely is. And you know what? Good stuff. I always learn so much. I'm always taking notes and looking up, different websites and blogs and articles that will just help us to move forward. There are so many resources out there for business owners, no matter what industry you're in, to grow, to reach success, to expand your network. And we love bringing so many of those resources to you right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show every single day. We encourage you to look up our events at our calendar, meetup.com/experiencepros. Click on the calendar tab. It pulls up a whole month at a glance of all of the events that are going on with our members. And almost every single day, there is something of value. And so you cannot sit back and say, yeah, that didn't work for me, because there's so much you can get involved with.
Absolutely. Meetup.com/Experience Pros. That's where you find the calendar. Click on the calendar tab and get to all of that. And of course, if you want to know some of the fine businesses that work with us, and maybe you're looking for somebody to do service with in one way or another, check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory. That will help you as well.
This hour of the Experience Pros Radio Show brought to you by the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting, transforming your numbers into peace of mind. By the Numbers, B&A.com.
Give them a call, 720-837-0860. Tell Philip you heard it on the Experience Pros Radio Network. Now, we have to take quick station ID, but on behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros Radio Show happen every day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating. You are the revolution. Now do something crazy during the commercial break. Give somebody a kiss. Make it last 20 seconds. I'm talking about kindness is so simple. We'll be right back.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
This is the Colorado Conservative, KLZ 560.
Welcome to Double Jeopardy! Americhicks, choose your category.
We'll try Bill of Rights for 500, Alex.
Please answer the following. According to the Fifth Amendment, being twice put in risk of life or limb for the same offense.
Alex, what is Double Jeopardy?
That's correct.
We'll try Bill of Rights for 1,000.
Answer. According to the Fifth Amendment, the power of the state to take private property for public use with payment of just compensation to the owner.
What is eminent domain, Alex?
That's correct.
And by the way, there's a big case in Nevada happening right now. Democrat Senator Harry Reid seems to be in cahoots with the Chinese to take land from a rancher. What's that about? We'll be exploring these issues as well as updates on healthcare reform and Obamacare on our next Heart of the Matter show, Sunday 4 to 6 p.m. on KLZ 560, The Source. Join us for some very lively discussion and learn about your rights.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Kay Long. A new Fox News poll on the trustworthiness of our politicians and the commander-in-chief, finding 61% of those polled feel the president lies sometimes. The Blaze Radio's John DeMaster.
37% think Obama lies most of the time, while another 24% say he lies some of the time. The number of voters feeling the president lies most of the time, mostly Republican, but 13% are Democrats. The poll also asking about the trustworthiness of possible 2016 presidential contenders. 54% of those polled saying Hillary Clinton is trustworthy. 49% feel Jeb Bush also honest and worthy of trust. I'm John DeMaster, The Blaze News.
Opening statements in New York in the terrorism trial of an Egyptian imam charged with conspiring to support al-Qaeda. Federal prosecutors accusing Mustafa Kemal Mustafa of trying to open a terror training camp in Oregon. Mustafa expected to take the stand. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
In the year 1791, Americans were guaranteed individual freedoms and a limited government. Today, those freedoms are disappearing. The government listens to your phone calls and scans your emails. That's why we've created 1791 Email. When you sign up for an account, you can rest assured that we won't invade your inbox or scan your emails. And with your 1791 Email account, you'll be letting everyone know that you believe in individual freedom. Find out more about 1791 Email at 1791.com and start sharing the spirit of America today.
You love The Blaze. You watch it, you listen to it, you blog it, and you surf it. Now you can read it in print. Go to theblazemagazine.com and sign up today, and we'll give you an issue absolutely free. Get 10 issues filled with exclusive content delivered directly to your home. All you have to do is go to theblazemagazine.com on your computer, sign up, and we'll give you a free issue. This offer is limited, so go to theblazemagazine.com now.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
I'm so happy that we're having good business.
We are having good business. You know, we're having the best business.
I walk around, I think, just in awe of the people that we are surrounded with. Of course, last night we hosted our monthly visibility event that we have been hosting now on the third Wednesday of every month. We hosted it at Tilted Kilt because the winner of our Experience Travel campaign, the person who voted,
right?
Because every time you voted, you were entered into a chance to win a trip to Aspen. The winning vote came from Tilted Kilt, and so we took all of our big crowd over there last night, and big crowd it was.
Oh my!
But truly, I'm just in awe of the wonderful people we get to be surrounded by, and how how much has changed in business, really, in the last couple of years. Just the attitude and the mentality and the shift in the way that we're thinking and growing. And there's no poo-poo heads in the crowd.
Well, I'm checking with the FCC if we can say poo-poo heads. I think it's okay.
Oh, can I say it, poo-poo?
Yes.
All right, there were no heads poo-pooing.
That's clearly much better. You're absolutely right, and there's not a bad nut in the bunch of them. They're just amazing business owners. And my gosh, you mentioned poo-poo heads, and
poo-poo.
Well, yeah. Would you? I don't even know how to bring this up. Would you
what?
Use poo-poo to like as a mascot?
Like a pile of poo?
Well, kind of a pile.
What are you asking me? Honest, like.
I found this news article and I don't know how to bring it up. Mr. Poo is a mascot created to reduce public defecation in India.
People are poo-pooing upon the streets.
Apparently.
And so now they have a mascot.
Look.
And they're doing a marketing campaign to tell you to do not poo-poo here on the street.
Dateline yesterday
is it people
in
or is
Mumbai.
It puppies? Is it about dogs? Are people not picking up after their dogs? Maybe that's it. People are not picking up after their dogs.
Well,
so now Mr. Poo-poo needs to come to the dog parks.
Dateline Mumbai yesterday. In order to help clean up public defecation, UNICEF India introduced a new mascot in the hope of persuading people not to go in public. Mr. Pooh made his debut in a Pooh Party music video and has already gotten more than 100,000 people to pledge that they will call on their head of state to ensure that India rises to the challenge to end public defecation.
I remember I went to Paris and I watched a gentleman blow his nose.
No, we're not doing that.
Into the gutter.
Without a tissue.
Without a tissue.
Yeah.
Without a tissue.
Just plug.
I thought that was the grossest thing I had ever seen.
Just plug one side and shut the other out.
Yeah. In public.
Yeah.
And there were people around. He was having a conversation and he just kind of leaned over it and like plugged one side and out.
The
and I saw that.
Announced their next trip to Mumbai.
Is that what they do there?
Apparently.
I saw, what was that, Millionaire Slumdog or whatever that was. Yeah, I like boundaries. I think I like boundaries. I think close the bathroom door. Leaving the bathroom door open is a little bit of, too much information.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this. This is an interesting question. You live alone in your apartment.
That's true.
You're a single person. Do you close the bathroom door?
No.
Yeah, probably not, huh?
No.
So there's a habit.
But when I have guests, obviously, I mean, when
my son comes over, you go to people's homes, I know you close the door too.
I do that as well.
But so here's a habit. And so even when I'm home all by myself, I'm trying to think, do I close the door? Most of the time I still close the door, even if I know I'm home all by myself.
This segment brought to you by TMI. TMI Incorporated. We're so very happy for TMI. Folks, we will be back after these messages. Poo-poo.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Teaching you to live on less than you make, a concept Congress can't grasp. It's the Dave Ramsey Show every day at noon right here on 560 AM KLZ.
This is Angie Austin. Catch the good news with Angie Austin weekdays over on our sister station 810 KLVZ. Now back to the Experience Pros on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Oh my gosh, did you hear that? That was my stomach.
Are you hungry?
I am starving.
Eric is always starving. And I will tell you what, working in an office environment, and especially here at the studio, somebody is always bringing in yummy treats. We always get cookies and donuts.
I dispute this.
And there's always yummy treats. And if you're trying to be a little healthier, you're trying to watch what you consume, it's really difficult, especially when everybody else is in the kitchen and, ooh, did you see there's cookies? Ooh, we brought this, and ooh, there's birthday cakes. And there's just always seems to be these temptations at the office.
At my office.
And so we brought in our guest today, Dr. Rita Beckford, who's a family physician, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about keeping your diet on track, or asking the question, is your job making you fat? Dr. Beckford, welcome to the Experience Pros radio show.
Thank you so much for having me.
And Dr. Beckford, I'll be honest with you, I am your case study here. Why don't more offices promote healthy eating and exercise? Could it be because it's just no fun?
I think that, and we are creatures of habit. Plus, most foods that people love and enjoy are not healthy for us. So I think people kind of get stuck and they enjoy what they're doing. So it's just kind of the status quo.
All right. So follow-up question then. What do you recommend, some good foods, healthy foods, to have at your disposal, and I'm hoping Angel's going to start taking notes here any moment, for staving off hunger? Because truly, I wake up hungry, I go to bed hungry, I am hungry all the time.
Oh, well, I was like yourself. I have been more than 80, 90 pounds overweight and struggled with weight for most of my adult life. And so just having a built environment, made it very conducive to stay the way that I was. And it wasn't until my health, took a turn for the worse. But the biggest thing for us, especially, being a medical office, there's really no big difference. We still have drug reps bringing in, donuts and cupcakes.
They're
and,
lobbying
all
for
of
your
those
business.
Treats. Yes, and even patients, after their surgery has gone well, they'll bring us, some of the most horrifically delicious foods. So the key to me is not just having healthy foods, because if you sit out a vegetable tray, it will stay out all day. Nobody's going to touch it.
Check.
But you have to bring appetizing foods, unless someone has nut allergies. Nuts are usually a great way to go, pistachios or cashews or almonds. And then we'll usually rotate and have, a day each week where everyone makes a soup, or we'll have like what's called a garbage salad. And, some people will bring in, boiled eggs, or some people will bring grilled chicken, but it's kind of fun, and it's like you'll be the outcast, because we're all trying to lose weight or be healthy. And so we make it fun, and everybody's kind of participating. So it's not just, one specific person who's anal, who's dieting, who's skinny, that's bringing in their little treats.
Right.
We're trying to, at least 2 or 3 days a week, we're doing something fun where everyone's included.
Isn't it funny, the mindset, Dr. Beckford? If we're fun if we bring in chocolate cake and donuts and chips, and we're fun. But the person who's trying to eat healthy and, trying to have some longevity and improve their life, like, we're scorned. Like, they look at you like, oh, she brought salad.
Right.
Like, what is with that attitude?
Yeah, because I think people feel, first of all, people feel guilty, and then they, feel judged. So that's why, you really need like a cool person in the office, and I don't mind, taking the role. But I'm from the South. My husband's Jamaican, so we were used to very seasoned food.
Jerk chicken.
Every vegetable I ever had until I went to college had either a ham hock or salt pork or something in it.
Zatarain's.
So I really never learned how to eat healthy until I was like almost 40. So I can empathize with that, because I think it's different when people have always been skinny and they're just eating celery sticks. But that's not what we do. When we have food, like we had breakfast last week, and we all cook with like olive oil. Now it's like a kind of a fad, but we're all, doing it together. But, someone brought in eggs, someone brought in grits. For people who weren't worried about pork, they bought organic bacon, and then we still had sausage bacon, but it was just a variety of food items that were healthy on the spectrum, so no one had to feel like, oh, well, there's nothing palatable here. But it's just, we're mindful of what we're eating, the portions. We had fruit, there were oatmeal, and then people had berries that they could add to their oatmeals. So we kind of liven it up and make it open for everyone to enjoy it.
Dr. Beckford, one last question. We've got about a minute left here. What about exercise? Is it as critical as everybody says it is?
It is. The great new research is that it does not have to be more than 25 to 30 minutes a day. And you can, like, there are a lot of the studies with high-intensity interval training, so we can get away with less and still get the benefits. So that, I think, is phenomenal news. And I used to do, an hour a day when I lost the 80 pounds, and now I am doing the 25 minutes, and I've been able to maintain and still, for a while lose weight. So that's great news. But we still need to be active. It just doesn't need to be as long as we previously thought.
And I appreciate that. And by the way, I will confess, down 14 pounds in the last 8 weeks, 10 inches, and
great.
We're doing the high-intensity interval training. We are doing all that, and in our office, you can find
wonderful.
You can find those protein shakes and everything else. It's all just a character.
One of our staff members is with Pampered Chef, and so she's always making these really fun treats and goodies, Dr. Beckford, and she was always bringing in cupcakes and stuff with frosting, and she actually even made the switch over to help us be a little healthier too.
Yep.
So we're, it's slow.
Great.
Yeah, after all those protein shakes, it's the chewing that I miss the most. But we love having you on the show. We'd love to have you back. Dr. Beckford, please give your contact information.
Yes, it is. Everything is on our website, www.thebeckfordformula.com. We can connect to Twitter or Amazon store. We're on the Kindle and the Nook, and we'd love to exchange with you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You bet, folks. Don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
The Highlands Ranch Chamber is hosting Winnapalooza on Thursday, May 8th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the South Ridge Rec Center in Highlands Ranch. Come and network with some of the most vibrant business leaders in our community. Admission is $5 at the door, and prizes will be given away throughout the event. The grand prize is one lucky guest will win a trip to New York City, compliments of Highlands Ranch Travel. Contact the Chamber for questions about Winnapalooza by calling 303-791-3500. 303-791-3500.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude, and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Grassroots Radio Colorado with Ken Clark and Jason Worley today at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Jason Lewis here, America's Mr. Right, and I found a new home in Denver on the Colorado Conservative, weeknights from 7 to 10 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The deception with time. Just what are you trying to say? You got a black face.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Charlie, thanks for the cool music, man. Where would we be without producer Charlie? It would be quiet.
It would be quiet.
Right.
You know, music is so necessary to I don't know, the ambiance of the show. Speaking of ambiance, I used a word the other day. I said we were over at Water to Wine as our virtual office.
Yes.
We held a meeting. I was just checking up. We hadn't been. It was the day we did a live broadcast.
Right. Got a lot of comments.
So we did, and I said I loved the ambiance.
Right.
And somebody said, "Oh, is that
Is
what
it
they're
red?
called? Yeah,
Or is
red
it
or
white?"
white."
Yeah.
And so now ambiance. Are you in the mood for a little ambiance?
If that means it's red or white, yes. The answer is yes. Fantastic. I love water and wine as well. Hey, we have a phrase that we use from time to time, and that is that stories are sticky. And when telling your story, our job in the small business stratosphere, if you will, is to help people tell their stories. And our good friend Jerry Brown over at Jerry Brown PR tells people that everybody has a story, and the key to it is getting it heard, remembered, and understood, right?
Absolutely. I think, though, as business owners or entrepreneurs, we don't often think about our story or the story behind our brand. We know we have an idea, and we pursue the idea, and there's systems and checklists and all of these pieces that have to be created. Here's our price list, here's our menu, here's our offerings, and it's all about, the data and the facts, but truly it's the story. Your brand is a promise and how people feel, and if you don't have a story that is memorable and sticky, then word of mouth marketing tends to die in the water, so to speak, because somebody can say, I'm looking for XYZ. If you say, oh gosh, you need to do business with this company, this is what they're doing for the community, this is where they came from, this is where they're going, and you feel like then you're a part of the story.
Right.
And when you feel like you're a part of the story, you also want to be just subconsciously a part of the success of that story.
Absolutely. We love Jeffrey James over at Inc.com. He says this. He says, according to psychologist Brian Stern at the University of North Carolina, swapping reliable or relatable stories brings people closer together, builds trust, making them part of the same tribe, and therefore appropriate as business partners. Now, think about that for just a minute. And by the way, that was a huge list of name dropping there. Jeffrey James. We've got Brian Sturm. We've got Bob Berg, who says, all things being equal, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And then Seth Godin with the phrase tribe. And all of those guys are on the same page, and the glue holding them together are sticky stories.
It's so funny that you're name dropping. Somebody told me that what we really do the best here at Experience Pros is name drop.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's what we do. It's a good thing, though. It's not name dropping for the sake of saying, oh, look, where are all these people? No, it's all about putting your name out there so that you can be heard, known, and understood.
Love Jerry Brown PR.
I do too.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Name drop that.
Hey, did you know that successful employees actually work smarter rather than longer? According to another study conducted by Ford Motor Company.
All evidence to the contrary yesterday.
Well, we also party longer, right? In a study by Ford Motor Company, early in the last century, the sweet spot for every worker's productivity is 40 hours. Adding additional hours creates only a minor increase in productivity, therefore turning a negative into, negative. I'm going to start that over. Adding additional hours creates a minor increase in productivity that turns negative in 3 to 4 weeks. So more is not always better. More is often
just more.
Just more.
More. And, I think sometimes we forget, what are we solving for, really? And is it really about the quantity? Is it really about the numbers? Or are there other things that we can measure over, and have it be more about quality?
Yeah, absolutely. Quality trumps quantity almost every time, at least in our humble but accurate opinion. Successful companies recruit team members, not necessarily superstars. And team members can be superstars. They can all get on that same thing. But the acronym for team, together, everyone achieves more.
I'm stuck on humble but accurate opinion.
You're welcome. All right. Successful companies treat honesty as the best policy. This is one of those that falls into the category of so simple as to be profound. Okay? Honesty is the best policy. The assumption that it's more profitable to cheat rather than to fair play, as long as you don't get caught, is a misnomer. And yet we see it. We see it all the time. People cutting corners. Omission is usually the biggest dishonesty. We're just not going to tell you about this side. We will tell you this, but we're not going to tell you that.
Oh, now see, people think this is that gray area. I didn't lie to you.
Right. I just didn't tell you the whole story.
You know, somebody yesterday made a comment about me to somebody else, and I heard it from them. They told me they said this about me, so it was very honest and truth. You know, there was a lot of truth behind it. But he said somebody was making a comment about me, and he says, "Oh, Angel, she's easily impressed."
Oh, sure.
And so, you know, my compliment, you know, he kind of was dismissing it because, you know, Angel's easily impressed.
Did you sit him down and tell him the ways of the world?
No. But what I did say is, just because I'm not saying anything negative or bad about somebody doesn't necessarily mean I'm impressed by them. I'm not easily impressed, and I'm not going to say anything negative or bad, but you're not going to get the kudos from me unless I truly am impressed.
And you earn it, right?
You earn it. Just because I don't say something negative and bad about somebody doesn't mean I'm easily impressed.
I like it.
I don't know how that fits into your, but I didn't say, you know, it was kind of what I don't say.
Well,
I connected that dot. It made sense in my head.
All right. Well, that's good. Successful companies seek to reduce worker stress. There's no simple way to put it. Science says stress is the #1 enemy of success. We agree.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I totally agree with that. Stress.
I would think fear.
Well, okay, but I'll bet you those two are bedfellows. Because when you're stressed, you're fearful of what's going on. Those two clearly go hand in hand.
You know,
Health problems.
We let our head junk stop us all day long. We fill in the blanks. We make excuses. You know, we decide, we kind of get hung up on some tiny little detail rather than looking at the big picture. And we let that tiny little detail stop us from moving forward.
Well, and here's how you know if you're dealing with stress, right? You've got headache, muscle tension, muscle pain, chest pain, fatigue, an upset stomach, insomnia, anxiety, restlessness. Insomnia, I hope...
this is you, actually.
No.
Stop. Insomnia.
Nope.
Fatigue.
Nope.
Anxiety, restlessness. That's you.
Used to be.
Starving.
It's not starving. It's eating problems. And I don't have any eating problems. In fact, I eat quite well.
Are you sleeping well?
Am. Yeah. You're talking about the old Eric, the long time ago. This new Eric. Remember, I've been working out over at Orange Theory Fitness. Oh, look what I did. And
name dropping again, which we will be there at Parker and Arapahoe today at 4:30 p.m. for our workout.
I feel great. I don't have headache. I don't have muscle tension. I don't have pain. I'm not very irritable. I'm not lacking focus or motivation. I'm not depressed. I don't have an eating problem, and I'm not an addict. And I have no problem at all in the area of social withdrawal. No, that's not me.
You're right. You've been very pleasant.
Wow, she agreed with me. On that agreeable note, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, more positive business talk on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C² Computer Consulting. C² is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C² at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Do you need more exposure? Who doesn't? Open House with Styles mini trade show is Thursday, April 24th at the brand new Iron Tribe Fitness Center in Littleton. Sign up today at openhousewithstyle.com, where the magic happens.
You know, it's so inspiring to hear those debt-free screams from the Dave Ramsey Show. When you hear how people have overcome financial difficulties, it makes you realize you're not alone in those struggles and that you can do it too. That's what my show is all about in all aspects of life. Hi, everybody. This is Angie Austin. I invite you to join me on our sister station, 810 KLVZ, for The Good News. It's stories of hurt that have turned into stories of hope, stories of triumph, victory, and overcoming obstacles in your life. Tune in weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. for The Good News with Angie Austin on our sister station, 810 KLVZ.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, you! Get into my car. Yes, you! Get into my car.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. You know, it's time to get out of your head and get into the ideal workspace. And believe it or not, it's sitting right in front of you. It's your desk.
My desk is my ideal workspace.
Sure. At least if you allow me, I will help you turn your desk into the ideal workspace.
How are you going to turn my desk into the ideal workspace? I mean, it is either my desk or it's not my desk.
Well, it is your desk.
And the desk is already the ideal workspace.
It is. It is the ideal workspace, but I'm going to teach you how to turn your desk into that ideal workspace. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. Number one, stop hunching. Stop hunching over your desk. Hunching is bad for your back. It puts a whole thing of stress and strain on your neck and lower back. Stop hunching. Find yourself an ergonomic chair.
Okay, so is this an ergonomic chair that I'm sitting in? It's a desk chair.
Are you hunching?
Always.
Well, stop it.
Okay, so my chair is, so I have to sit back in the chair, and it's got a lumbar support, and but then I can't.
Your legs are too short to ever get to that lumbar support. You'll never do that.
It will never happen.
All right, make it easy to read your on-screen text. In other words, if you have to increase your font a little bit, you're getting older. That's okay.
I have to do that sometimes.
If you are on the phone a lot, put down the handset and go for one of those headsets.
Oh, because you crank your neck a little bit. Yeah, that is a bad habit. What is so cute is, well, it's not cute, but you'll see toddlers.
Yeah.
Walking around with their necks slunched over on the phone, and you think, oh my gosh, that's what they think it looks like to hold the phone.
You can see people on the interstate when they're on the phone.
I can't do that with my cell phone because you hang up on people. You hit buttons.
You got to be careful. You can't use your shoulder to hold that up. Adjust your chair so that you have even pressure on your posterior.
My what?
Seat. If the seat's too low, you put pressure on the back of your bum. If it's too high,
how do I know?
Pressure on the front of
too
the
high,
seat.
too low. I do it so if I can reach my feet. So if my feet should be like at a 90 degrees, or
should easily touch the floor. That's all I'm
easily
saying,
touch
right?
the floor. Yeah, nice for you, tall people.
Place your keyboard and mouse at elbow height. This is all about ergonomics.
Elbow.
Okay.
Like naturally elbow, like elbow fall down.
Yeah, if you're holding this. I wish you could see the video now. If this is not a natural position here, so don't hunch your shoulders and pull it. Yeah, naturally. Use a thin, flat keyboard. Thicker the keyboard, the more your wrist is cocked back, which causes that, what do you call that, TMJ? No, carpal tunnel.
Okay.
Look at you. You look as uncomfortable as anybody I've ever met. Stomach in, chest out, knees up.
This is my ideal workspace.
Where's Anthony Klinkerman when you need her? All right. Make sure you pick the right mouse for your workload. If you're doing something, even the ergonomics of the mouse, whether a trackball or an asymmetrical mouse may help. Maybe you just want to use a stylus and whatnot. And place the monitor perpendicular to your window so that you're reducing glare. Don't have a window right behind you. That makes good sense. All right, you know what? Perhaps that wasn't the best segment for you.
Okay, you know where else I have a problem?
Where?
Is in the car. Like, I get in the car
Stop
after somebody
using
else.
your office at the car.
Oh, no. Like Jay might drive my car. My husband will drive my car.
Yeah.
And so he moves the seat, back. I get in and I have to do like that Mike Wazowski thing. I'm like, like moving my feet until it can touch the steering wheel. And I got to readjust the mirrors and all of that. And so those new cars where like the little key fob like memorizes
That's
your...
not key fob. When you put your butt cheeks in the seat, it knows it's your butt cheeks. It's biometrics.
Does it know my butt cheeks?
It's biometrics.
Everybody knows
Let's
my
ask
butt
an
cheeks.
expert.
My goodness. Rich Kothanek, Colorado car hunter. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Does my car know my butt cheeks?
According to Eric?
Yeah, tell the truth, Rich.
Well, it's got Eric's sense and feel to it. So
No, Eric.
Eric, it knows Eric's butt cheeks. Like,
no.
Cars go,
No.
Cars go,
No.
Eric's butt cheeks, turn on the fans.
All right. Yeah.
I'm sorry for that out of line joke.
Yeah.
I hear you're easily impressed.
And that's what I've heard too.
I heard that on the way in.
Rich Kothanek, what's going on over at Colorado Car Hunter, man?
Oh, not a whole lot. I bumped into you guys last night at this place called, what's it?
Tilt and Kill.
Wasn't that awesome?
It was an amazing party, wasn't it?
Party. Yeah, it was so many people there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Great place.
Yes.
A little bit loud.
Well, that's what happens when you put over 100 people in a space.
Or when you get old.
It kind of forced you, and 50. Yeah, I'm kind of old. So,
right.
But when you, even with 100 people there, if you just pay attention to one or two really interesting people.
Maybe the ones you're talking to?
Yeah, they were the connections were deep yesterday.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's just the way it feels every time we meet with you guys.
I love that.
An auto broker who's making a difference, and I appreciate the compliment. Rich, what are the values of going with an auto broker over a dealer?
Well, there's two types of people that buy cars. People that want to do things themselves and want to haggle for the last nickel. And then there's people who really actually value their time and don't want to go through that kind of brain damage. The kind of people that don't know what they're doing or just don't want to waste their time haggling over $200 or $300 are the best people to work with an auto broker.
So, do I just haggle with you then?
No. You could, but generally what I find is you can go to a dealership and half the salespeople are great and the other half may not be, or maybe 90% of the salespeople are great and 2% or 5% are just the ones that are out to get you. The problem is you don't know which salesman you're going to talk to when you go to a dealership.
So you're telling me you don't have multiple personalities then, Rich? When I get you, I get you.
You get me. Basically what I try to do is set it up so that we get to the bottom price right away. The best I can do for you, and usually you can do that with like a 25-minute transaction as opposed to 4 or 5 hours sweating it out, arguing over whether the silver Sienna that I wanted is okay if it's black. Basically the idea is that auto broker will get you what you want. I always tell people it's always more fun to go to the store and buy something. Like if you go to, let's say you go to Target.
Yeah.
And you're looking at something, and the salesman comes up and says, can I help you? And what do most people say?
No thanks, just looking.
Right, yeah, because you're shopping. You want to buy.
Yeah.
You don't want to be sold something. Target's not really a sales-driven place, but there are stores like Nordstrom's and other places where the salesperson's going to go there and try to get you to buy things. I don't try to get you to buy things. I help you buy things.
Well, very likely before we've called you, we know we are in the market to buy a vehicle. And I will tell you the last time, and it's probably only the one time that I've ever bought a car from a car dealership, I couldn't believe how much it took my whole day. I was there all day. And then I didn't even leave with the car that day. I had to come back. It was so time consuming. We don't have that kind of time.
Right.
That's what you get to do.
I save you time, and I save you the possibility of buying the car that they want to get rid of today, so there's a sales spiff on it.
Yeah, this is the car we're moving.
Right.
Sell it to the next sucker.
Right. I might sell you a car that it doesn't matter how much I make on the car. Where the salesperson, if he sells a car and adds a little bit to it, or finds you the perfect car in his lot that he can make the most money on, that's a car he's going to actually try and sell you.
What about financing? Because I think that's a big reason of why we go to the car dealership, right? I don't have a lot of cash. They're going to finance me. Can you handle that?
We can do that. Now, the funny thing is when you go to a car dealership, you're going to get sold the car.
Right.
Then you're going to get sold the financing packages. Like
nobody ever thinks of it that way, though.
Rubberized undercoating. Things like clear bras that are 3 times as much as they should be. You know, a wax that's called clear coat protection. Scotch guard that's called fabric protection, and you're charged hundreds of dollars for things that maybe you can get done for $50 to $150.
Yeah. All right, ColoradoCarHunters.com.
Yeah, Colorado Car Hunter. No S, yes.
ColoradoCarHunter.com. And what's the phone number? If somebody's saying, you know what, I'm driving down I-25 right now in this rust bucket, and I need to know Rich Kothanek.
It's 720-971-6481. And before I came over here today, I was on my website updating it. I put a Google thing. You can go to my website, click on it, and it'll call me right to my cell phone.
Ooh.
Tech savvy, too.
That's good customer service.
Well, that's something that, and if you use Google Voice, it's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's free.
Ooh, we do the Google Voice thing.
Right.
So people click on your website and call you.
All right, give that number one more time, though.
720-971-6481.
All right, Rich. Well, thanks so much for coming into the studio today.
Well, thanks for letting me sit here and watch you guys do your job. You do a wonderful job on the radio. People, when you make your hand gestures, unless they're watching the...
They don't get to see all that. We're very animated.
You're very
We are very animated.
I'm pretty sure if you close your eyes, though, you can see it, but that's dangerous for driving.
It's imagination.
Yeah.
So Rich, does anybody else ever drive your car? Do you have anybody else that ever is in the driver's seat of your car?
Yes.
You do. So are they a different size than you? Do you have to get in and readjust your mirrors in your car and stuff? Yeah.
Yes. I tried driving an Angel's car once.
Yeah.
I still walk funny, and I'm getting the cast off the knee tomorrow.
Really?
I know. My seat is so far forward.
Right. So that's why married couples, you're married, right?
Yeah.
If you have a car that you both use, you have the 2 remotes that are programmed, they're memory seats.
Yeah.
So you set the first one up for you and the second one up for you, and give your husband the third one, I guess, maybe.
Oh, the first one for me, the second one for me, and if they see my car feels Eric's butt cheeks coming, the fan turns on.
Does it?
Don't think I like that at all. ColoradoCarHunter.com. That's Rich Kothanek. He will take care of you. We believe that. He's a proud member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, and that and all the other fine companies on the directory can be found at ExperiencePros.com. Stay tuned when we come back. More positive business talk and some revealing signs. You probably love what you do. We'll be back.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Life Warrior Coaching is the future of fitness training. It's a health program built around happiness and play. Rather than try to lose weight, let the weight come off naturally through doing things you enjoy. Learn the science of happiness and how to apply it. Learn to play again like when you were a kid, before you were taught that life was serious and exercise was no fun. Try it out now for $29.99. Call today, 303-562-8798, or visit lifewarriorcoaching.com. And remember, be happy and play.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame Art. It matters.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
Hey, I'm Dave Ramsey, and my show is live on KLZ, and I want to hear from you. Call me today so I can help you live debt-free. That's the Dave Ramsey Show, coming up from noon to 3 on The Source, AM 560 KLZ.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
More beautiful, all heroes prove.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Here in the studio with us, we have a couple of members of the Colorado National Guard, and we're talking about something a little somber today.
Oh, absolutely. We brought in the State Public Affairs Officer of the Colorado National Guard, Captain Darren Overstreet. Captain Overstreet, welcome.
Hey, guys. Always good to see you.
Again, thank you, gentlemen, for your service. We are talking about an interesting anniversary.
We are. This is the 100th anniversary of what's most commonly known of as the Ludlow Massacre. And there's a big commemoration event going on this year, and really what this was is the kind of a watershed moment in labor relations. And here today to talk about the National Guard perspective and role in this is Major Adam Morgan. He's our state historian.
Major Morgan, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. The Ludlow Massacre, I have to be honest, I did not know what this was, and so I went to go look it up, and rather than just go listening to whatever Wikipedia or anybody else says, we thought we'd get it straight from you. Help us understand what happened.
Well, I can give a military perspective of this, but in order to really take it in and understand what was at stake and why things came to such a head, we have to understand that coal. That was the individuals who went on strike were coal miners.
Okay.
And between 1900 and 1910, and the very first part of the 20th century, the need for coal shot up by about times 10. So instead of digging 25 million tons out of the ground as a country and using it, the need grew to about 250 million tons of coal. So there's more people that are required to pull this coal out of the ground, to dig it out of the ground. This coal was used to defend the country, to make steel, to keep people warm, to cook, and everything else that we use energy for today. Working conditions at this time all around the world, but particularly in Colorado, were unsafe. Workers were not paid very well, so they're very dissatisfied with their conditions, and really their only recourse was to organize and strike. So in September of 1913, we have what we call the Ludlow Strike.
Okay, and this strike did not go over well?
I was going to say something bad must have happened, because we're not calling it the Ludlow Strike, we're calling it the Ludlow Massacre.
Right. So so basically what you have is union organizers helped strikers kind of come together and decide, really their only voice was to disallow coal from coming out of the ground. So they're not going into the mines to get the coal anymore. So
the governor called in the National Guard.
It was about 6 months after the strike started. Okay. Now, during this 6 months, there's a lot of actual violence going on between strike leaders and coal companies. You can imagine that this there was not good relations going on between them. So after much debate, the Guard is inserted into this problem. And really one of the biggest contributions to the confusion was that Governor Ammons never truly declared martial law. So this problem had become too big for the local law enforcement to handle. So insert the militia, but kind of very confusing orders given to the militia.
So suffice it to say, a fight broke out, and it was fairly.
So it took 6 months. The Guard was operating in the field. For the most part, violence was quelled, and there was a very secure environment comparatively.
Right.
The problem started when the state decided to no longer fund the Guard, and so the Guard had to withdraw. And then actually 100 years ago today, some of the final elements of the Colorado National Guard were actually pulled from the field, and there was at Ludlow, there were about 40 officers and men still remaining in the field, and violence broke out on the 20th of April. No one knows for sure who actually started the firefight, but the end is clear that there were actually 11 women and children that had hid under a pit, and when the tent colony caught fire, they were suffocated underneath that pit and were killed in that way. And then 6 strikers were killed in the direct fire conflict, and 1 National Guardsman on that particular day.
So what are we doing to commemorate this event?
Well, it's a very tough point in our history, and so there has been a commission that's been put together, and if you just do a web search of Ludlow 100, there are multiple events this weekend, including and actually going on in the next week as well.
Well, I tell you what, it is a tough point in history, and yet, let's go 100 years to the current time now, right? And the Colorado National Guard is involved in keeping us safe and making sure, not just from a military perspective, but when the floods come in, when the fires happen, you guys take great care of us. And I want you to know that no matter what the history was, the current is. We love and support the Guard, man. You guys take such great care of us. Thank you for your service, both of you gentlemen.
Thank you, Eric.
Absolutely. Captain Overstreet, we got just about a minute left here. So tell us any other things we need to take away from this conversation?
I would say one of the events that's going on is Monday at History Colorado, and it'll be at 7 p.m. There'll be a panel, 2 professors, a union representative, and then Major Morgan will also be speaking on that panel as well. So it'll be a very comprehensive discussion about the Ludlow incident, and there should be question opportunities and stuff like that as well. And so I would encourage anybody who's interested at all in history or in the event to go and attend.
Well, you're very involved in the community, and I know all the different exercises that you do, the training pieces, helping our, when we have a catastrophe or major disasters here as well, you are who we call on to help us. Snow, rain, snow, you're like the modern day post office, rain, snow, sleet, you guys always show
Absolutely.
up. So we appreciate you. Love that we get to feature you every month here on the Experience Pros radio show, taking care of the people that take care of us. Captain Overstreet, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Major Morgan, thank you so much.
Thank you, Angel.
Absolutely. Very happy to have you folks with us. Well, look at the time. Here's a number one sign that you love what you do. You don't say you have to go to work.
You get to.
You get to. On behalf of Charlie and our producer and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for participating. You are the revolution that we speak of. Now do something crazy. Give somebody a 20-second kiss. You know what that stands for. Kindness is so simple.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This has been a required weekly test by this station of the emergency alert system. If this had been an actual emergency, an official message would have followed the alert tone. This station serves the Denver metro area. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
Hi, this is Scott Watley. Join me every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Sportsman of Colorado right here on 560 KLZ The Source. We'll offer a variety of hunting and fishing experts, outfitters, guns, ammo, and archery specialists. I'll keep Colorado hunters, anglers, and outdoorsmen informed of the latest techniques, products, gear, and conservation news. Join us this Saturday at 7 a.m. for Sportsman of Colorado. Check out our website at